Judicial branch is where you have the Supreme Court, the courts of appeal, and all of that. The Supreme Court is the highest court. They have 9 judges, okay? They have 9 judges, and that is the highest court they have, okay? It's very, very hard to get up there, but if you keep appealing and you keep trying and you feel like your case needs to go to the Supreme Court, you just have to keep trying until it gets there. But it is the highest court, and the Chief of Justice of the United States leads the court, okay? The president and the president and the members of Congress are not really there, but they are there to support. Go ahead.
To be in the Supreme Court, don't you do something really bad?
To be in the Supreme Court, don't you do something really bad?
Yes, like isn't like a Supreme Court like something
to be
like
part of the Supreme Court, or to have a case in the Supreme Court?
To have a case.
Yes. It's either a very high case that involves a very nasty, nasty crime, or you can, so the thing is, you can start off small, right? So let's say somebody has to go to court for something that's small, and they feel like, no, this is not how it's supposed to be working. I should not be punished for this. They can appeal it to have it taken to the Supreme Court. And it's a process that they have to go through. Sometimes it takes many years to get to the Supreme Court. Other times it takes a little while, but it's not something that happens from day to night. So they have to appeal. Now, it will go to the Supreme Court if it's a very, very high and serious case, okay, where it's very exclusive. The jury duty is very selective. It's very confidential. You can't talk about it, and so on and so forth, okay? Usually you appeal your court, right? The crime, if you feel like the punishment is unfair, right? So you can take it to the courts of appeals, and there are 13 courts, right? So they have to decide before you get to the Supreme Court. Those 13 courts have to decide whether you get to go to the Supreme Court or not. So another way is that all of these 3 branches, the executive, the legislative, and the judicial branch, they keep each other in check. So if I have 3 friends, right, I'm going to make sure that this person is not being rude to this one. And we want to make sure that our friend circle is going fine. I'm going to check her. She's going to check him. He's going to check me. And it's going to be like that. We want to make sure that we all have the same amount of rights and power in my friend group. In this case, it's going to be in the executive branch, judicial branch, and legislative branch. I want to make sure we all have the same power, and none of us gets to decide who is the leader and who is not the leader, okay? So we are all equal in this. The legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch are all equal to this, okay? Our question that we're going to answer on page 185 is, what is the president's most important power? What is the president's most important power?
Protect the country.
No, the country. You said it right. The president's most important power is what? Good job, Tyson. What about Horace? What do you think the president's most important power is? Okay. What did you say? Hold on. Okay. What about Miguel?
Probably the most important power has to be probably the law.
Okay. Actually, the most important. Go ahead, Samira.
The president has the most power of the right.
So their most important power is just to make sure that we as a country are safe. Okay. Yes. Yeah.
The president.
Yes. They are also in charge of the military, and they want to make sure that everybody is doing what they're supposed to be doing. They are our leader. They are the leader of the country. If we don't have a good leader, we don't have a good country, right? If all of the other countries in the world view us as bad, it's because the leader is not doing its job, right? The president is not doing its job. So the president needs to be doing everything for the sake of the country, okay? Not for the sake of only for a specific group. It needs to be for everybody. The United States, I believe we're a powerful country, right? But we need to also have a powerful, respectful leader to lead us into making the right decision for the country. Make sure you're writing this, okay? If we have someone who is weak and someone who is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, then we will become the laughing stock of the world. Write this down.
You turn the computer.
Yeah. Samira, take a screenshot of this.
Done.